Hey, Suzanne. Hope you're having a good Sunday and you had a great weekend. Um, I'm all over the place today. I woke up way too early and I'm not happy about it. I woke up, I went to bed at 1 o'clock and then I woke up at 4 a.m. I did not get much sleep, to say the very least. So, yeah. But the upside is that today I am getting a new desk. I will be getting rid of the one that I'm using right now because it's covered with resin, and I actually am planning on replacing this silicone mat because it's got so much junk all over it. So there's that. Um, and I slowly started reorganizing the house. Last night I did some uh, oh yeah, definitely. And oh, that sucks. Yeah, it sucks not sleeping well, because then, if you already had problems as it is, it just makes things that much worse. Um, we got a ton of rain last night. I don't remember if it rained the night before, but I know it rained a lot last night. We had thunder and lightning and everything. So that's how it's been actually for the last couple of days, where it's fine during the day, and then when as it gets closer, like towards the later night, then there's thunder and lightning. So I'm gonna be using this mold today. It's my first time using this one. It's my holographic mold. And so, and then I have this new resin here. It it's a different brand. So, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we'll see how it works. The brand is Resin Angel. So I've used their UV resin. The UV resin is pretty good. Uh, so we'll see how the epoxy goes. I just have like a small bottle. So we'll see how much I can make with what I've got. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to use to make what I want to make. I wanted to make a 3D bloom, but I can't find the bloom paste that I have. Something that stinks about moving is like everything is everywhere. Ah, I have it. So, found it. So, this is the bloom paste that I'm going to use, and then I'll have to pick out some colors. So, I do have some new alcohol inks by Let's Resin. But like the bottles, I'll have to snip the top off, and I don't want to have to mess with that right now. So I will do that next time. And I always have problems with those kind of bottles. They tend to explode. So I would have to do it over the garbage can because I just don't trust. Um, yeah. So, and I got these really cool silicone sticks to use. So they look like pencils. So there's this angled edge, and then there's the pointy edge. So I'll be using it with this. So first, and then I got a thermal thermometer so um, that I can think so that it'll hopefully help me with the when I need to decant the white. So um, yeah, I get it. It's a lot to have to like have all of your molds and the resin, glitter, color. Although you don't need a lot of stuff. It's just and I would even suggest starting with they have kits. So like Paduo resin, which is the resin that I like, they actually have a starter kit where they include everything from the resin. I believe it has maybe a couple of molds in there. They have glitter, some popsicle sticks, the measuring cups, the whole 9 yards. And I don't think it's too much. I want to say it's maybe 20 or $25. But yeah, that's essentially it. If you're thinking about it and don't want to be like, I need to buy 10,000 things, that might be a good place to start. But I get it. It does. um yes, they are very much reasonable in cost. And if you go to Puduo.com, um I do have an affiliate code, and I believe it's MDLD underscore 10, I believe, and it should get you 10% off. But you have to go to the website, I believe. It's either the website or Amazon, but it's usually in my descriptions. If you ever get the gumption to do it. So anyhow, let's measure out my resin. So we're gonna do, mm, I'm gonna measure out 60 milliliters. So it'll be 30 of, um, 30 of A and 30 of B. I'm just taking the seal off here. Oh, well, that stinks. What in the heck? It's rock solid. That is not cool. Well, I am going to be reaching out to the manufacturer and asking them what is the deal. Let's see what the B looks like, because that was part A. It's like, it's solid, solid. Like, do you see that? It's not supposed to be like that. I think the part B is okay, but I need to open it to see. Yeah, part B is fine. Hey, Aisha. Yeah, tell me about it. Don't you just hate it when stuff like that happens? So, I do like the fact that the bottles are different colors so that you know which lid goes to which. Because I always tend to mix up the lids. So, knowing that the black lid goes to the black bottle and the white or clear lid goes to the clear bottle, um, helps. So that is a mark against this particular company to have that show up at my door like that. So yeah, luckily I got it through Amazon, so I will be reaching out to them to say what's the deal. So hey there. Hey Aisha. Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to grab my other resin. Okay. So I'm still going to measure out the same amount. So this is the A. So we're going to do 30 of the A. So after this, I am planning on, well, I got to put my mold up somewhere, and then I will take apart this desk. Okay. Hopefully that'll be enough. So I'm gonna get my popsicle stick, and I haven't picked out yet. I haven't picked out the colors yet on what I want to do. So we're gonna mix up my resin now. We'll see if it's enough. You know what's funny? I'm sure you guys do this too. Like with yarn and maybe other things, is like window shopping, as far as like, you go on, say, Hobby or Mary Maxim or whatever, or Hirschner's, and you know add whatever you want to your cart, saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, with real no intention of buying. It's just to satisfy that itch. Because like, for me here, I have we have Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Joann's is even still open. And then there's Walmart. Um, so I will go on to, certain like websites, and I'll just window shop, um, and add whatever I want. And usually that satisfies the itch on like buying stuff. So what I've been doing is, I've only bought a couple of things from Temu, or Tamu. I don't know how it's pronounced. But so far, there's a couple of things that I've purchased I've not been disappointed with, and they ship out locally, as in it comes from, in the U.S. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, is window shopping on Temu, and just looking at things there to see what is available and what isn't. So yeah. And not, and not really buying anything. Okay. So it's same here. That's all it is. It's Hobby Lobby and Walmart. We have the one Hobby Lobby, and then there are actually, I think there's two or three like Walmart super centers, and then we have like this like Walmart where it's just mainly a grocery store. I wish we had a Target, but we don't. The nearest Target is in Oklahoma City, which is, a 45-minute to an hour drive, depending on, where you're going. So yeah. So I believe that's mixed up well enough. There are quite a few bubbles, but I'm not really all that concerned right now. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute or so while I figure out what colors we are going to put in. So we're gonna be doing alcohol inks, in this one, and you guys can see this is my holographic um, mold. So this is the first time I'm using it. So I'll be super excited to see how it comes out. Okay. Yeah. One Hobby Lobby. And the funny thing is that I mean the Stillwater is like 50,000 people that live here. And then if you add the college students from Oklahoma State, it hikes up the number of people that live here to about 100,000 ish people. So, and when school is out because there are a lot of stores and restaurants and stuff that are shorthanded, or there's help wanted signs because they're on break. So yeah, there's that. So okay, let's pick out some colors. We're gonna do, let's see, I want to do a couple. Let's see, I'll do 3 colors. Okay, so there's that. And we'll do one more color. The box that these alcohol inks are in are like so filthy. But I'm trying to use all of them up really before I open the other box. But they are starting to run low, and I can tell which ones I've used a lot of. And I've actually tossed a couple of bottles because they are empty. So you guys know my favorite color is blue. So most of the blues are empty, almost gone, or completely, empty as in I've tossed them. There's only a little bit. Um, or, so I picked out denim, rose, and eggplant. And then I've got my bloom color, and then I'm going to use my silicone stick to help with moving the resin around, and I'm just letting my resin sit for a little bit. No, it isn't. I think I ordered their yarn once, and no, it's not too bad. Um, and the prices are fairly reasonable. And then of course, if you pay attention, you can get free shipping. Otherwise, the shipping isn't crazy. It's usually, I've seen it only for $2.99. So but I've like the UV lamp that I got it from Temu, and I got it for half the price from there than I would have saved from Sally Beauty Supply. I think I paid $15, and I think at Sally Beauty Supply is something like $40. So there's that. And then I ordered what else did I order? I ordered some crochet hooks, but I don't know where those crochet hooks went. They have the silicone grip on it. Those were they weren't too expensive. Those, I want to use them to turn into the hooks that I've been making, but I can't find it. And then just recently what I ordered was some these stacking bins, and they're gonna go like 5 up, and they have door cabinet door like doors, and they actually sell the same thing on Amazon for 40 or $45, and I think I believe I got them on Temu for like $30. And so and then I also bought electric scrubber, a rotating scrubber to clean my bathroom, or the, the shower and the bathtub. And then what else did I buy? There was something else that I bought. Oh, a mini vacuum to keep, certain areas nice and clean. So yeah, that's what I did. So, okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to, so it hasn't started warming up yet. So you can see there's still bubbles in here. But what I'm going to do is I have this small silicone cup, and this is going to be the resin that I put my white in. And that's going to be what I swirl around. But once I get my desk today and I put it together, and then I swap it out with this one, hopefully then tomorrow I can, uh, well, so like I have a couple of uh, carts, one cart, and then another setup that I want to use for my um, resin, and then of course my yarn stash. So yeah, there's that. So, and I didn't forget paper towels, and I didn't forget scissors in case I needed it. So I'm going to take my white, and I'm just going to put like one drop. And since it's like super strong, I'm just going to put it on the popsicle stick first. And we'll mix it around in here. And the little cup that I'm stirring the white in is made out of silicone. So when the resin cures, any residue from the what I'm stirring in here, I can just peel out. So I can use it again. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so let's see. Hello, instructions, where are you? It should take a brain surgeon to use this. All right. Okay. Well, this needs batteries, and I'm not going to mess with it. We're just going to go off of feel, which is what I've done before. I do not want to mess with that. All right. Never mind with that. And we are I'm going to pour my clear resin into the mold. And we shall see if this is enough. If it's not a big deal. I will make more, and it's not. Let's see. How much do I think I need more? We will do. Okay, I'm gonna need a clean cup. So if you guys ever decide to do this, if say you're short on resin or whatever, and you need to mix more, mix it in a clean cup. So because if you don't, and say the first round of resin you poured, you didn't mix well enough, and that, obviously that can happen when you pour it on top of what you already poured and you realize you're short. But if you didn't mix well, that will also cause your resin not to cure all the way. So I'm risking that chance. So I'm going to make a total of 80 milliliters. So it's 40 and 40. And I think that should be enough. What I like playing on Temu though now is they have games on there. One called Farmland, and I think the other one is called Fishland. And is the idea essentially with Farmland is to, you know, pour your pour water on your fields. You fix there's a water wheel. For whatever reason, there's a dolphin. Um, you have a dog, and then you're in charge of feeding the dog and all that. And that's how there's a bunch of other mini games that will get you more water as you go along. So um, that's what I do uh, inside of Temu other than window shop. So okay, so I ended up pouring closer to 50. So we're gonna pour a total of 100. So that's 50 and 50. Okay. And then I'll use my stick. We'll wipe it off and stir. And so if you guys see, there's this like white blob in the center. That is all the bubbles. So I will get rid of them before I pour this next batch of resin over it, because otherwise it may get trapped under there. And thank you guys for showing up. I know it's Sunday, so everybody's got either church or other stuff to do on the weekend, so I really appreciate it. I'm trying to, mix things up with having some on the weekend, some during the week. And of course, that's also depending on what I've got going on too. So, and then, like I said, the week of the 15th of this month, June, I will not be posting probably anything. If at all, it'll be shorts. Maybe I'll, put together something ahead of time to have them drop at that point. Um, so I'm just mixing up, and we're almost there. The new desk that I have has drawers, and it's got like like kind of like there's plugins and stuff on it so that I can charge my cell phone or the laptop while I'm using it. So I like that. And I got it in white. That very well may be a good idea or a bad idea, depending on what happens to it. I'm pretty much sure that I'll spill all over the place with how clumsy I am. So, which is why I know I need to get some new silicone mats and maybe figure out ones that are large enough that it'll cover the entirety of the desk and tape them down and also cut them to fit. So I'll probably need like 3 of them, and they're not crazy expensive. So, um, okay. So we'll get rid of those bubbles. And these are silicone as well, so that when the resin, if the resin cures on it, I can just peel it off. So I got rid of those bubbles, I believe. And I'll have to mix my white again because I can see streaks in it. So I'm just giving the clear one more good stir to make sure that we're good and mixed. I'm not all that concerned about the bubbles. So okay, so I'm not gonna pour all of it. I want to leave a little bit left at the top. Um, and I'm gonna mix my. So this is the white, and I can see streaks in it. So I'm going to just stir it again, and hopefully it doesn't get everywhere. And I'm going to let that sit for a minute or two as the bubbles start to rise because I can see them. Um, I really want to get a debubbler, uh, but they're like $50. Although I did see one on Temu from a brand that I've recognized. It's not, a generic brand. It's actually a brand. It's called Resoners, and it was still a bit on the spendy side, so I don't know what I'll do. So anyhow, um, so the bubbles are slowly starting to come to the top. And I'm just gonna run the tip on the edges. And hopefully everybody will come to my Potiversary later on this month. Um, I'll have prizes to give away. and we'll have some fun. Trying to figure out what some good prizes are. And yeah. So, okay. So let's see. What do I want to do? I want to... Bubbles are coming up in the center. Hey, Sandra. Thanks for coming. Thanks for everybody for coming. I super duper appreciate it. Means a ton. Let me see if I can find some glass to put in the center. Oh, yeah, I hear ya. Is your doctor far away from where you live, or because I know how that was. So, like, my rheumatologist is nearby, so I mean, his office is uh, less than 10 minutes away. But my neurologist, he's in Oklahoma City, so um, I always dread those because of that. And I found the hooks that I was looking for. So yay for that. So it's a full set of hooks like that. So there are, let's see. Hey, Ms. Monica. Ooh, that's terrible. 2 hours, yucky. So I feel for you. That sucks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So there's 14 hooks in there. So I plan on turning those into more fun hooks. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of, I guess you could call it glass shards in the center, in hopes that it comes out okay. So, let's see. We've got purple, pink, and blue. What do I want to do here? Oh, let's do, what is this? Okay, so I am going to put this in the center. So it's just like iridescent color. But first, I need to, actually I'm going to use this cup. I need to put it in a little bit of resin. That'll help with the bubbles, and it'll also help it kind of sink to the bottom. So I'm just going to take a little bit here and put it in my cup. And then I'm going to use some of that leftover resin, and I'm going to pour it over what I just put in my cup. So it's this, all these different colors, and it comes with popsicle sticks. So I've been wanting to use it, and now's the perfect time. So, okay, now I'm going to take some of the resin. We're going to pour it over what's in there, just a little bit, just to barely, so it's like kind of a paste in there. So that's what it looks like. And try to get all of it. Okay. And I'm going to use my stick here and put it in as best as I can in the center. Is anybody going to do anything fun this summer? You guys have any plans to go anywhere this summer, or is it just staying close to home? We're not going to go anywhere. We are I'm still working on getting us to Japan and all that fun stuff. So there's that. So, okay. That's good. And okay, so now let's go with, okay, so the first color I'm going to use is the rose. Shake it up. Okay. And then I'm going to do the denim. Well, it sounds fun going to Ohio. Does it get super hot in Ohio? I've never been to Ohio, so I don't know. Okay, next. Well, sometimes having no plants though is nice. All right, now I'm going to put the eggplant down. Okay, so that's what we've got. Yeah, I hear you. With not like going to travel. I I get I have anxiety when I travel, especially if I have to go far. It tends to be a little tough. So yeah. All right. So okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, we're not going to go anywhere this summer. We are going to um stay at home, which is fine. As and then what I need to do, I really need to first I need to reserve our hotel for Oklahoma City, and then I need, for my husband's surgery, and then I need to uh like get a move on with the um travel plans to Japan. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to put the white down. I can't really tell if it's warm or not, but there is a bubble in it. I can see that. Okay. So, and then I'm going to come back with the stick to draw some lines. Okay. So we're going to do, and it has a little spout on it. So, I don't have to use my piping bags. All right. So we are going to, um, This kind of stuff really, really helps my anxiety. Like, really. Yeah, when we moved from Hawaii to Oklahoma, I was not having any fun. I had a flare pretty much, it felt like from the time I stepped onto the airplane till we got here, and we flew into Dallas, and that was a 4.5 hour drive from Dallas to Stillwater. So that was not fun. So okay, now I'm gonna draw my lines. So we're gonna do out at like 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then back in. So, um, and then doing my best not to touch um, the base of my mold. And then now in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swirl in the center here. Okay, so do I like the way that looks? I think so. And then the thing was that after um we got to Oklahoma or into Stillwater and then, try to move everything in, I think I had a flare for a good 2 or 3 months after that. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, I already have problems getting in a car, but I totally understand that. It's and it's funny. So I had anxiety all the way up to getting on the airplane, but then when I got on the airplane, I was fine. I've flown a lot in my life, so I was kind of sort of used to it. But the whole surrounding time of the travel in itself, um, and um, all of that, yeah, I was not having a good time. So okay, so we are done with this. It's essentially kind of like a geo tray, um, whatever you want to call it. And so, what do I want to do? We have a well, we got about 10 minutes. We'll just chit chat. So, yeah, I have a little bit of OCD. The PTSD, I have agoraphobia. So the agoraphobia makes it extremely difficult for me to leave the house. I usually have to mentally prepare myself for leaving the home for any sort of doctor's appointments, at least 2 to 3 days beforehand, because I'm having a panic attack. Um, Pretty much right off the bat when I'm getting ready to leave the house. And in talking to my therapist, she's like, "Well, why do you have a panic attack?" I'm like, "Because I'm always afraid I'm gonna, get lost, even though I've been to the doctor's office a million times, or something's gonna go wrong, or I'll get into a car accident." And she said, "Well, the chances of you getting into a car accident is pretty low." And the thing is I was in a car accident in September of, um, what was it, 2024. And the car accident, I don't know if you guys remember, was literally 3 minutes away from my house. I was coming home from an MRI, and I, was driving. I was driving on the road to my house. I could see my house in the distance, and this lady was not paying attention, and she was coming towards me, and I'm honking my horn, I'm trying to get out of her way. And the thing was where she ended up running into me was, we had there, so where we were living, where we were renting, there was a pond, a fairly large pond, and so I couldn't like pull to the right to get out of the way, because on the right side is was the pond. So it was either go in the pond or get hit. So she ended up hitting me pretty much head on. And luckily the airbags didn't go off. But she hit my car pretty difficult, or pretty hard, because it ended up that the car was declared totaled. And the reason why she hit my car was because she said she had dropped a piece of paper on the floor of her car, and instead of just waiting or pulling over, she decided to lean over and grab said paper on the floor, and she was holding on to the steering wheel, and the steering wheel went with her as she was leaning over. So that's how she ended up in my lane. um yeah. And yes, I am the same way. I usually have to, I take my medication, especially like if I'm having a panic attack. So I use medical marijuana. So I will do have just a little bit just to chill me out, about an hour or so before I go. Usually an hour to 2 hours just to get me to relax. And then I'm good to go. Because I will not drive, otherwise. But I tend to not leave the house very much. If I had it my way, I would never leave my house ever. I would have the doctors come to me. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. And I'm planning on actually switching my psychiatrist to a telemed psychiatrist, because number one, it's free. I don't have a copay for it, and number two, it's a telemed appointment. I know. She could have waited, but she didn't. And what makes things worse is that, so like I got out of the car to see how bad it was. And then she gets out of the car and she looks like she's about 8 or 9 months pregnant. And so, of course, the first thing I asked was, is she okay? Is she and the baby okay? And she said they're fine. Because I was worried because of the hard, how hard she hit me, that there was going to be issues. But fortunately, she was okay. Well, that stinks. Yeah, medical marijuana is legal here in Oklahoma. It's legal in Hawaii. So I use it in Hawaii some, and that usually will help. Because I don't necessarily, I don't like mm, using it a lot, but it does help with my appetite, because when I have a panic attack, my appetite goes out the window. I can't eat because my stomach is all twisted up in knots. So, anyhow, enough blibber blabbering about that. I don't want to bring you guys down. So that's where we're gonna leave it. We're creeping up on an hour here. And as you guys know, I've been trying to do a good job at staying at about an hour. But my podiversary will probably go a bit longer. Because I want us to hang out, and I want to give away some prizes to you guys for supporting me. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to make it. I've got a couple of, I've got the Potiversary set up already, and then a couple of lives set up. So yeah, and I am planning on, I believe, in my next live, I will do a giveaway, and then if you haven't entered in the giveaway for my last live, the replay giveaway, you can do so. And then I also have the other giveaway that I've got, my last May giveaway. I believe you should still have time to enter that. And then I will be posting a winner for that as well when it comes time. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And until I see you guys in my next one, I hope you guys have a great day. And take care. I talk to you later, and stay safe. Bye.